Okay, we're back for more Honkai Impact. What better way after finishing activities in college than playing games after finishing those activities and stressful moments? Woo! Sorry about talking about my life. Okay, first I have to mention I'm sorry for me advertising the game. I'm terrible at advertising things, and even at school, so my classmates don't trust me on those kind of things. Okay, we're gonna do this until the end. I believe I just think of it, but I'll finish it until to the end of video. Hopefully it will not be as long as the other one. Okay, let's do this. With many unanswered questions, we got into Dr. Tesla's car. Fortunately, the road is clear this time, with only a few monsters wandering around. Soon after, a building resembling a church came into view. With the sound of braking, the car stopped in front of an iron gate. Here we are. This is the Welt Manor. Doesn't look like the part of a research institute. It serves as the residence of us researchers, so it was designed to be comfy during the reconstruction. Reconstruction? This manor used to be a Shiksal church. Unfortunately, the Catholicism happened 5 years ago. Dr. Tesla didn't go on. We left the car in silence and passed through the courtyard in front of the main building. Okay, wait. I'll get my glasses. Descent? Descent. Okay. It's Rosemary. When we first arrived here 5 years ago, we found a clump of rosemary with violet blooms in the desolate ruins. Welt considered it a little miracle of life, so he had someone prepared a flowered bed and transplant the rosemary clump. They've been taken good care of here, so gradually this kind of plant has grown all over the courtyard. I wanna see. We soon reached the opulent gate of the main building. The electronic security devices in front kinda diminish its magnificence though. Tesla took off her glasses to scan the iris, authenticated her fingerprint, and entered the password. Boobies. Oh, it's Einstein. The gigantic gate opened almost soundlessly. Someone is already waiting inside the building. Einstein. Dot. Hey, mophead. You're 1 hour late, Dr. Tesla. I knew I was making a bad decision when I asked you to pick up our guests. We were late because of an emergency. There's nothing wrong with my driving skill. Stop spinning everything on it. Pinning, okay. Haha, I can attest to Frederica's defense. Her driving was steady and smooth. See? Now you gotta believe me. But the girl who was addressed as Mophead ignored Dr. Tesla. She turned to us with a poker face. Miss Erlen Adler, Miss Fuha, Dr. Conan Doyle, welcome. My name is Lesiel Albert Einstein. Delighted to finally meet you, Dr. Einstein. Good evening, Dr. Einstein. It's been a while, Lesiel. Have you been picking up on Fliriograph lately? What? Yes, but she failed to perceive it as usual. What? Seeing Tesla's puzzled look, Irene and Dr. Einstein exchanges a knowing smile. It seems that Irene Adler is indeed close to the owner of this place. Irene, I don't know how to pronounce it. Now that we've all exchanged greetings, we should get down to business. Honkai bees are strolling on the street, and countless monsters are probably approaching this building as I speak. What on earth is going on? In short, Honkai Beasts entered the safe zone and I was attacked by them on my way to the train station. What? This is unbelievable, said Dr. Einstein with a worried frown. Is the security system malfunctioning or could it be an act of sabotage? The system has three pivot nodes. Unless they all fail at the same time, it's possible for Honkai Beast to enter the safe zone. That's not gonna happen. We've been giving the system regular maintenance. As for the possibility of sabotage, the nodes can withstand attack of Honkai Beasts below Emperor class. I don't think it's possible that 3 Emperor class Honkai Beasts happen to attack the nodes at the same time. I agree. Honkai Beasts do not possess such intelligence, so... Maphead? I am being paranoid. Dr. Tesla, it's not like we had never seen supernatural monster suspected of having intelligence. You mean that phantom? Phantom? Please don't mind it. As a scientist, I shouldn't talk about the supernatural without convincing evidence. This topic ends here. Dr. Tesla and I will investigate the cause of the safety system malfunctioning ourselves later. Please rest assured that the Manor's defense system is sufficient to ensure everyone's safety. Anyway, Doctor, I assume that you have some important question to ask, don't you? Alright, I almost forgot. After all those unexpected incidents and news, I took out the baffling invitation letter from my pocket again. Can't wait to meet Mr. Joyce and ask him how I could help him. It might be my illusion, but I think I just saw a flicker of unease in Dr. Einstein's eyes. I'm afraid it won't happen. Dr. Einstein's voice remained emotionless, but her words turned to be shocking. Welt, Joyce. Wait. I think Welt is the guy with the glasses in the beginning. I forgot the names. The owner of this place is dead. Wow. On a turn of event. Oh, they're all here. Raven. I forgot the kid's name. And that girl with May. And this is from the Honkai Odyssey. Well, Joyce, the owner of this place, is dead. Dr. Einstein's voice remained emotionless, but her words turned to be shocking. Mr. Joyce is dead? The air has become heavy. Everyone seems to be brooding over the grievous news. Then who invited us? You don't seem to be surprised, Dr. Conan Doyle. To be honest, I'm not. Though the handwriting appears to be messy, it couldn't have been written by a male. It was written by one of you two scientists, am I right? Frederica wrote it. How do you know? Erin Adler answered her question with a faint smile. I glanced meaningfully at this woman. She is doubtlessly a master of messing with people's mind. So it's true. Before I heard the news of Mr. Joyce's death, I presumed that he was in some kind of unavailable situation. Now I have to admit, the detective who advises detectives is not just a wild exaggeration. So what happened? 2 days ago, we found Welt murdered in his room. The poem in the letter you received was copied from the crime scene. So you think it might be a message left by Mr. Joyce? Yes. I deliberately remained silent for a while to observe the looks of her and Dr. Tesla's faces. Please forgive me for saying this, but you two seem to be reacting to this brutal fact very lightly. How could you say that? If we weren't in such helpless situation, we wouldn't we wouldn't have to turn to a suspicious outsider like you. Calm down, Dr. Tesla. I understand your doubt, but we are scientists. We are used to dealing with anything rationally and calmly. Especially when we have to deal with the troubles that came with this murder. What troubles? Aisha didn't answer her right away. Instead, she led us into the hall, which resembles a Roman amphitheatre without raised seating. Several odd-looking strangers are already there. They all cast glances at us as we walk in, while the meanings of their glances are only known to themselves. Sensei, Dr. Tesla is back. I forgot her name. Yeah, I forgot her name. Yeah, this is Raven. I I thought it was Jokchim. I forgot her name. Oh, more visitors. This night is getting increasingly interesting. And this is the boy, son of something, the Honkai Odyssey. Tatatat. Who are these people? Troubles. Why are they here? For the legacy. What legacy? The answer makes so much sense that I couldn't help but whistle. Tesla rolled her eyes at me while Fuha gave me a stern look. Sorry about that. The woman with the mask is Jackal, and the one with the cloak is Raven. They're the young lady's tutor and bodyguard. So they're your colleges. Poof, they wish. Muppet and I are true scientists. Okay, wait. I have to catch my breath. Now Tesla's disdainful tone aroused my curiosity. So these two people have some wrongdoings. Dr. Tesla looked away and folded her arms, seemed a little regretful for getting involved in this topic. Dr. Tesla just meant that they are technically not our colleges. Although Jackal is also a researcher, she has only had a cooperative relationship with the institute. As for Raven, I heard she used to be a mercenary, which is the only thing I know about her. I see. There's nothing suspicious in the content of Einstein's explanation, but her behavior of covering up for Tesla suggests they're withholding something. What do you think? Miss Adler's voice whispered to me without looking at me. To explain is an attempt to cover something up. I think we need to investigate Jackal and Raven thoroughly. Our conversation with two scientists continued. Was that child standing next to Raven? Who knows? Raven is only aloof. She won't tell us unless we ask, which we'd never bother to do. Her name... Oh! Okay, I forgot. Sora. I have a profile picture of her, but I forgot her name. Sorry, Sora. Sorry. Her name is Sora. That's all I know. At this moment, I noticed that a small figure was last stranger in the hall silently walking to Einstein. Geoffrey. And this boy is... Einstein and Tesla exchanged worried glances. His name is Geoffrey Joyce. You can call him Joey. Oh. Sorry, your father's dead. Joyce? Yes, he's the only direct descendant of Welt Joyce, and one of the two legal heirs of the legacy. One of. Then the other one must be the young lady whom you just mentioned, I presume? Yes, she's not here, but Joachim, who's with her, contacted me a while ago. They should arrive soon. Why, I wonder who it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, Doctor, I need to take this boy to rest. He is delicate child. He's a delicate child. It's alright. I was going to look around and chat with the others guests here anyway. Okay, come find me when you're done. I'll take you to the crime scene. Dr. Tesla, please look into the cause of the safety system malfunction. Finding entry. Wait. Intel collected from Dr. to Dr. Tesla and Einstein. Other may also offer some useful intel. Okay. So wait. Okay, right to left. Dot. What's wrong, Hua? Lost in thoughts? Failed security system, the murder, and the upcoming legacy dispute. This case is much naughtier than I expected. But we only need to investigate the murder. The rest is none of our business. We? Though you seem quite confident when you claim to be one of us, Miss Adler, I wouldn't cross you off my suspect list. Oh, oh, I thought we already bosom friends. Turns out it's just me being naively silly. Of course we're friends. It's just I constantly warn myself that the emotional qualities are antagonistic to clear reasoning. Then what is your plan at the moment? Jackal and Raven. I think they're worth some of my time. Be careful. I have a feeling that the woman named Raven is dangerous. Don't worry. Just watch me dig out some intel out of her with my silver tongue. I'll help you when things get out of hand, Doctor. Alright, I'll put on my glasses. I forgot to. There we go. Can't you run? Okay. Okay, so this is Raven and this is Sora. Hi Sora. I miss you since what is that? Chapter 15? I think. Good evening. Good evening, sir. Oh, look how cute she is. And I'm so devastated that she is in full of bruises and those bandages. I wish I could help her. What do you want? Raven immediately stood before Sora. Nothing, just trying to have a friendly chat to kill time in such bad weather. Don't bother, I'm busy. You're standing right there, how are you busy? The conversation failed to proceed. I noticed that Sora seems to be apologetic for Raven's rudeness. Your name is Sora, right? Hey! It's okay, Sensei. I'd like to talk with this gentleman. Fine, but don't leave this hall. I'm gonna go look around. I'll be back soon. Hi, Sora. Could you tell me why you and your sensei are here? I suffer from a rare disease. Though I've been taking medicine, I'm still not cured. Oh, sad. Sensei told me that Mr. Joyce, the owner of this place, knows how to cure me. But Mr. Joyce... I know, Mr. Joyce just passed away. But Sensei told me Mr. Joyce left his research data. Research data? What kind of research? Sorry, I don't know. It's okay, let's talk about something else then. Do you know that woman over there? I think her name is Jackal. No, I don't know her. But I think Sensei knows her. Are they friends? Have you heard them talk about anything? They don't seem like friends. That woman taunted Sensei when she saw me. What did you say? She said, are you trying to make amends? Make amends. The next moment, Raven come back without a word. Her reticence is telling me that the conversation is over. Okay. So, Jackal, your turn. Hey, Mr. Holmes, the awesome detective. It's a great privilege to meet you. I'm a big fan. Ahem. My name is Conan Doyle, not Holmes. Please don't mix up the author and the character. But thank you for your support, miss. Don't mention it. Actually, I'm more interested in another thing that you have. What is it? Are you sure you wanna ask here? There's a kid in this room. Never mind then. Hahaha, you're really funny. I meant your brain. I really want to put it under the microscope and study it carefully. It must be very active. I'm afraid I'll have to decline. What a pity. Miss Jackal, why are you here? Oh, change the subject. You're straightforward. I like you. I'm here to offer my condolence. Just kidding. Actually, I came here just to see if he's really dead. I don't think the doctors would joke about it. Besides, haven't you already checked Mr. Joyce's body before we arrive? Yep, unless somebody's raised him from the dead, he's a rotting corpse now. Let's talk about something else then. I heard you and Miss Raven have known each other for long. Are you friends? Friends? Huh. Haha. Haha. Who knows? That's my boring laugh. Jackal look away with a How will you know if she's smiling? Jackal look away with a smile. I think that means the conversation has ended. Thank you for your time, miss. Okay, can I talk to Sola again? Sora. No, I can't. Okay, Tesla. Oh, it's you. I look into the cause of the safety system malfunction. You focus on the message he left. Any new findings? At the moment, no. I knew it. Detectives are more like unreliable snoopers. Anyway, you do your best. See ya. Wait. What? I'm busy. Could you tell me more about the phantom you two mentioned earlier? Dr. Einstein seemed reluctant to talk about it. Mophead wouldn't have refused to talk about it for no reason. I'm with her on this matter. I have nothing to tell you. Wow. Oh, don't be like this. Frederica, I'm intrigued to learn about this phantom too. You stay away from me. Don't be silly. We haven't seen each other for long. We should make the most of our time together to tea. I mean, bond with you. You were definitely trying to say this. Alright, I'll tell you. The Phantom of Saint Fountain. You must have heard of this name. Of course, weird tales about Saint Fountain have been very popular in recent years. The Phantom of Saint Fountain is the most well-known one. But those tales are mostly about imaginary monsters. Are you trying to tell us a real monster exists? Can't draw any conclusion before seeing the real thing. But Mophead and I've seen this phantom on the monitor. Mophead analyzed the regularity of its appearance, and she suspected that it had a certain level of intelligence. I see, that's why she mentioned it earlier. But there's still one thing that I don't understand. Dr. Einstein had always been calm and cool-headed, but she seemed to dread talking about this phantom. Yes, to avoid the topic, this year even resorted to the lame excuse. Scientists shouldn't talk about the supernatural without evidence. Don't you ever feel strange that this place has very few staff members? Not that you mention it. Lab 42 pursues elitism. It only has 4 researchers, including Welt, his assistant Joachim, Maphead, and me. But an elite Valkyrie squad has been dispatched by the Schicksal Imperial Institute to assist us. So, where are they right now? No one knows. A week ago, they went on a mission and lost contact ever since. What was the mission about? Capture the Phantom of Saint Fountain based on the location conjectured by Maphead. Huh? Alright, you got what you wanted. In exchange, I'd like to borrow your partner for a while. Now that the security system has failed, I'm a little worried about the 2 who haven't arrived. I'm going to the train station again to pick them up and check the nearest pivot node along the way. I see. I'll tell Hua about this. My dear Frederica, if you need a bodyguard, I'm pleased to go with you. No thanks. Okay, I think... Okay, where's Fua? Ayun, Fua. Fua, I need to tell you something. Any ideas? There's some doubts, but I can't see any connections for now. I think we can dig out more from 2 scientists I feel they've been withholding information. I think so too. I'll talk to both of them and see if I can dig it out more. I have to tell you something. Okay. Just repeating this. Okay, there's no other more. Can I talk to this boy? No, I can't. So I'll talk to Einstein. Done chatting with the other guests, Doctor? Yes, I think so. I have to say they really have strong personalities. Oh, Joey. Dot. Nods slightly. You seem to be a very shy boy. Please don't take it personally, Doctor. He is always like this. Even in front of Dr. Tesla and I, whom he has known for a very long time, he barely talks. I lowered my voice to make sure this little boy couldn't hear me. It's okay. Even the most outgoing child would not want to talk to strangers when their father just died. No, joke. Thank you for being so considerate. It's known you and Dr. Tesla for a very long time, you say? Since you started to work for Mr. Joyce, perhaps? More precisely, since he was born. Pardon me? Nothing. I have to say this. You showed obvious hostility toward the 2 over there when you mentioned the legacy. It's not like you, Lisrael. Sure. Erin, never mind. No need to be secretive about this. When Welt was still alive, he once made a sloppy will in which he left his estate to his daughter and son. And before they reach adulthood, their bequeathments will be kept by their respective designated guardians. So that means you and Dr. Tesla withhold the part of legacy that Joey receives until he reaches adulthood. And the other half will be held by Jackal, the young lady's tutor. No, to our relief, Lady Bronya's designated guardian is Jokchom, World Assistance. Wait, what? Bronya? Bronya? Yes, she is a survivor of the Catalysm 5 years ago. World adopted her. Oh, okay. I thought she was her daughter. A survivor of the Catalysm? No wonder Mr. Joyce kept her in another city. He worried that this place might evoke Miss Bronya's memories of her traumatic experience. Jokchim. I don't know how to pronounce that. Jokchim used to be Lady Bronya's tutor, but the frequent travel between Saint Fountain and the city were exhausting. And now, as you can see, the current tutor Jackal, I've done background checks on her and heard some bad things. Jokchim is an upright and unsophisticated man, while Lady Bronya is an exceptional smart child. You're worried that Waswell did not mention the proportion of the legacy that his son and daughter could receive. Upon the news of Welt's death, Jackal came here with the bodyguard. The intention couldn't have been more obvious. I'm worried that the young lady might be appended by ill-intentioned outsiders, which may lead to an ugly estate. This is a family affair. I'm afraid I can't help you with it, Dr. Einstein. That's a problem for Dr. Tesla and me. All I want from you is that you find out the murderer so that he can rest in peace. I'll do my best. What if it's a suicide? Well then, I'll wait for you on the second floor. Come find me when you're already ready to investigate the crime scene. Take the lift. Alright, I'm done. Can I talk to you? Dot. Good evening. Pleasure is waiting for you on the second floor. You can take the lift. I think he just bit his own tongue. Okay, she's shy. Can I talk to them? Dot. The conversation is... Okay. Sensei. I'm sorry, doctor. Okay, wow, you're rude. Nah! Take the lift. Dr. Ashen is waiting for us on the second floor. I told her about Dr. Tesla's request. I see, but after I leave with Dr. Tesla, what if something happened to you? Nah, I'll be good. Look at this place. I will not live in a place like this. A standard guest room furnished just like a hotel room. You came. Where's your partner, Doctor? Dr. Tesla borrowed her. I think they're off to pick someone up. Wow, that's a long. Okay, video is now 33 minutes. I have to finish this faster. Oh, the woman did not panic when the sudden darkness fell. It was the last mistake she made. The darkness was a cemetery specifically prepared for her. The cold light reflecting off the deadly steel was like a merciless notice. Blood broke free from her soft flesh and spurred into the air. She didn't even feel the pain in the first few seconds. The blood under her body formed a patch that looked like a carpet in bad taste. Who are you? Could it have been her? Though she is now a college. The only thing that makes us allies is our common interest. And our complicity 5 years ago was just an inglorious history. No, it can't be. I've been vigilant. There's no way she could stab me from the front. Then who could it be? Who could have been trying to kill me? It was the furthest her level-headed thinking went. The rapid loss of blood gradually froze her mind. She raised her head with her remaining strength. Then she saw that figure. It was her death. Tut. It's you. They're right. You're still here. Why? Blood upwelled into Jackal's throat and interrupted her, though her voice was already so weak that no one could hear her. Her death smiled cruelly. The sound of footsteps approached her. Death bent down over her. Who are you? Gray? Serpent? She bitterly uttered her last two words and closed her eyes forever. Oh, Jackal died! No! Lightning flash and thunder rumble. Kaboom! The death disappeared in the dark, a soul face in final curtain. Is that all? Oh, it's the so I have two more. Jackal's dead? I know, Jackal's an elegant but not excessively luxurious room. The second I entered this room, I smelled a pleasant fragrance. Everything here is neat and tidy, except the two alarming pools of blood on the floor. Two bloodstains? I turned to Miss Adler perplexedly and met her puzzled eyes. Apparently she has noticed it too. Do you want me to tell you the details of the murder? Sure. Thank you, but I won't need it for now. There's nothing more deceptive than an obvious fact. Before I hear the facts from you, I'd like to see the scene with my own eyes first. As I nodded and suddenly stepped aside. May I watch you investigate the crime scene up close, Doctor? As long as you don't interrupt my work, Miss Adler. I certainly won't. Alright, now let me try and find some clues hidden in this room. And I'm walking as her. Okay, there's one dead body, 3 broken mirrors, 1 father clock glass broken, 1 opened window. What's this? Piece of paper. Spilled. What's that? Wine? Yeah, spilled wine. And that's it. Alright, let's start from here. There are indeed 2 major bloodstains at the scene of the murder. One is on the ground next to the desk. I remember that. And the desk and the back of the chair were slightly splashed with blood. The other is near the window. Could the bloodstain near the window be left by Joyce when he struggled to move after being attacked? No, it can't be. There should be a trail of blood between the 2 bloodstains if that's the case. Then, the 2 bloodstains were left by 2 different persons, perhaps. Okay. A photo of 2 people. A man with gentle smile is resting his hand on the shoulder of a boy in a velvet chair who closely resembles him. Oh, it's Welt and his son. I immediately recognized that the man is Welt and the boy is Geoffrey, Welt's child, whom I just met. A sweet father and son photo, but there's something about that looks a bit unnatural to me. Geoffrey's eyes are dull, as if he's half asleep, and the big soft chair seems to be completely supporting him. He looks much less alive in the picture even compared to his timid look in the hall just now. Oh, that's new. Okay, there are various documents in the drawer of Joyce's desk. I lifted through all of them. There are mostly research logs or drafts about Honkai energy research. I tried to look for hidden clues in the world of formulas using common decoding techniques, but found nothing. Then a draft written in a messy handwriting caught my attention. It mostly research-related drawings and calculations. But there are some strange words scribbled in the margin, which seems to be written down absentmindedly. It's been going on for a month. I think it's time to rule out mental fatigue. The psychiatrist can't figure out why either. Why do I keep having the same dream? Why do I keep seeing that girl? And why is she always so mournful? Some researchers have reported similar experience too. I don't know. Wait. So many experiences though finally started to pay off. Maybe soon. No. Some researchers have reported similar experience too. Obviously, it's not because I'm insane. So many years of investigation finally started to pay off. Maybe soon. The handwriting stopped abruptly, as if the writer of this word was interrupted. Okay, two more. Wait, where's the one more? There are only four. The window and the door are the only two exits. I avoided the blood stain on the floor while walking to the window. A few muddy footprints are clear, evident of the carefully polished wooden window sill. What's more, the footprints form two sets of traces of the same person walking in and out. Okay, one passes off. The murderer came in from the window, attacked Joyce, and then left through the window. Unfortunately, I'm not a third-rate detective. It's obviously a sloppy misdirection that tries too hard. Okay, where's the one more? Oh, chimney. I didn't see that. Oh, chimney is open. I walked to the fireplace and found a pair of boots hidden within. The sole pattern matches the footprint on the sill. Dr. Einstein. Apologies if you feel offended, Doctor. Though I tried to dissuade Dr. Tesla, she insisted on giving you a test. If you can't even figure out this, then I won't trust the unreliable snooper. These were her exact words. Ha! Can't argue with her. Okay. Dr. Einstein. Einstein! I look around the room again and confirm that I've checked every place. I'm ready to hear the details of the murder, Dr. Einstein. 2 days ago, at about 7:15 p.m., Dr. Tesla and I came back from the lab and went to see Welt to report work. We knocked on the door of his room, but there was no response. No response? Could it be because Mr. Joyce was so immersed in work that he didn't notice the knocking? I don't think so. We knocked many times, and Dr. Tesla even swore at him loudly. He couldn't be that focused. The hierarchical system of your institute is quite, free? Einstein gave a gloomy smile and proceeded. And then we heard a voice coming from the room. Whose voice is it? Welt's. It sounded like he was on the phone with someone, so we decided to come back later. But at around 7:40, when we were on the first floor, we heard a thump that came from his room. We immediately went upstairs and opened the door. Then we saw Welt. He was lying in a pool of blood right there. Einstein pointed to the bloodstain near the desk. There was a deep wound on his back, which seemed to be caused by a sharp object such as the dagger. So the murder weapon was not there. It was in the room, just not on Welt's back. Eh? For the first time, Einstein's eyes are filled with confusion and fear. In Welt's room, there was another wounded man lying on the floor. Einstein pointed to the other major bloodstain by the window. A dagger, which might be one that killed Welt, was sticking in the man's back. Wait a second. Now I'm confused. Who is that man? Is he the murderer? How did he get hurt? Could he be the one who Mr. Joyce was talking about? He was in the room and was also hurt in the murder, perhaps. I don't know, but we only heard Welt's voice outside the door, which was why we thought he was making a phone call. It was a situation of urgency. Before we moved Welt downstairs for first aid, Dr. Tesla checked on the other man. Was it someone you know? It was Grey Serpent. Grey Serpent? I've heard of him. A notorious intel dealer, but he seemed to have good business reputation in the underworld. Oh wait, I know this guy. It's the masked man with the one left eye like Obito. An intel dealer. With no time to attend to Grey Serpent dead. We left the room in a hurry to treat Welt, but he didn't make it. I'm sorry to hear that, Lisier. What about Grey Serpent? He died too, perhaps? That's the most perplexing part. We went back to the room. Grey Serpent was already gone. He was gone? Yes, the size of the bloodstain suggested Grey Serpent was severely injured. From the second floor, the only possible explanation would be that he jumped out of the window. I said jump because there was no footprints on the seal. Dr. Tesla arranged the test probably because she found it inexplicable too. But it doesn't really make sense. Grey Serpent's physical condition shouldn't have allowed him to do that. Dr. Anderson nodded. Everyone began lost in thought. After a while, I broke the silence. This case is naughtier than I expected. Grey Serpent, who might be the murderer, could still be lurking in the neighborhood. If that's true, I think we should go back to the hall and gather everyone. They deserve to know what is happening. As the three of us spoke, we left Mr. Joyce's room and went back to the corridor on the second floor. But something unexpectedly happened the next moment. All the lights suddenly disappeared and the entire building fell into absolute darkness. Do we have a power blackout? Don't worry, the mansion has a backup power system, which will auto-activate when the primary power system fails. However, 10 seconds later, we're still standing in the dark. Did all our devices and system break down together today? I don't feel good about this, Lisier. It can be entirely coincidental. Whoa! Shit! What the fuck? That scared me. Someone's screaming. It's a little girl named Sora. Oh no! Better find her! Damn it! Did it come from the first floor? Go 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 go! Oh, we're at the Red Town. That's Raven and Joey. What's she doing to Joey? Oh, she jumped. Oh, don't you fucking... I have to fight her. Yeah, I have to fight. Ow! Ow! Sorry, I'm not good with fighting. Take this, Raven. I know I love Sora and I don't wanna hurt you, but you're leaving me no choice. Stop what you're doing. No, she will die. This one was scared to evade slow in position. Come out here! Bite your head off. Oh. The fight continued in the dark. Because the people in the fight were too immersed to hear that. Guess I have to settle this the hard way. I can tell from the shout that the one who just joined the battle has the upper hand against my attacker. The next moment, just like the unexpected arrival of darkness, the light suddenly came back again. What's this? Dot. Thank goodness I can finally take a break. Sora? Sora! No response. I look around but didn't find Sora. Which one of you took Sora? Where is her? Calm down, Raven. Miss Adler and had been investigating the crime scene on the second floor before the blackout. Sora's scream was a few seconds later after the blackout. Then we went downstairs and met you. We had no time to take her. As for me, I just came back here from the outside. Oh, Spronya! Yay! What happened? What's this? What's this? It was a girl's voice. Oh, it's Joachim. I know him. He was also in the... I don't know what is that called? Post on Honkai Odyssey. It was a girl's voice. We all turned out and saw two strangers. One is a petite silver-haired girl, and the other one is a middle-aged man with scholastic temperament. Hi, Bronya. Hello, Miss Adler. You're here for my father's matter, I presume? Oh, so she is the young lady. And you must be Dr. Conan Doyle. Bronya gently pulled the middle-aged man towards her. Allow me to introduce ourselves. My name is Bronya. I'm Welt Joy's adopted daughter, and this is Joachim. He's my guardian and my father's assistant. Joachim reached out and shook my hand. Shook. His hand was dry and strong. I smelled the pleasant smell when near her. Okay. But for me, he's a good guy. I can tell he's a conscientious man, but for some reason, he seemed aloof to me. Nice to meet you. So Dr. Tesla took you. Where's Dr. Tesla? When we came back, the gate was open. It was dark in the building, so Dr. Tesla went to repair the electricity. The gate was open? Alright, if anyone took Sora away, they must have left via the gate. By the gate. A dark shadow flashed by before I even finished talking. It was Raven, who just made haste to walk to the gate. Raven, wait! Stay out of my business. Do you want another fight? You just lost. You want another fight? No, I'm just trying to remind you that this is a huge mansion. Sora might still be here. If I were to take away a child, I'd choose to hide in this building for now rather than running in the heavy rain. Seems as I have convinced Raven. She stayed. Suddenly, Einstein's voice came from the second floor. Is that Jackal? Her voice trembled for the first time ever since I met her. She looked so vulnerable. Everyone looked into the direction she indicated. A woman is lying face down on the floor in the far corner of the hall with a dagger deeply sticking in her back. Rage. Oh my god! Jackal's dead! What the fuck? What the fuck? What the? Oh my god, this is heartbreaking. Look at her. Where's the dagger? Is Jackal is dead? Better go and check her condition. Seeing her condition like that, she's dead! Everyone, including Raven, soon gathered around Jackal. I bent to check Jackal's vital signs. She is really dead. How did this happen? Everyone went pale. Bronya turned her face as if she couldn't stand the sight. Her shoulders trembled. Joachim softened, comforted her. Aww. Serial killings. Irene murmured this ominous word. Just then, Dr. Tesla came back. We updated her on the development. Dr. Einstein also came down to the first floor. What? Another victim? Wait, I'm drinking water. Let's straighten out what just happened. After Miss Adler, Dr. Einstein and I checked the room where the murder occurred, there was unexpectedly blackout. At that time, the people downstairs were Jackal, Raven, Sora, and I took a glance at Joey, who is standing between Einstein and Tesla. His clothes have been rumpled by Raven in the melee. Now his head lolls, as he hasn't recovered from the shock. Joffrey. A few seconds after the blackout, we heard Sora scream. Miss Adler and I then came downstairs and started to fight Raven, who thought we kidnapped Sora. Then as Miss Bronya arrived, who had joined the fight, and moments later Dr. Tesla fixed the power system. So Jackal was killed during the power blackout. Einstein cast a glance at me. I know what she's thinking and I agreed with her. I have to disclose Grey Serpent's existence. Grey Serpent? If he is really lurking nearby, I have to say he is the prime suspect. Wait, the time lag between when Sora screamed and when the blackout occurred was only about 10 seconds. There must be more than one perpetrators because it takes much longer to get from the electrical room to the hall. Actually, it could have been done by just one person. I checked the cause of the blackout. It was a simple timing device. It's sloppy craftsmanship, but it actually worked. I see. Oh, it's a detonator. Okay. Like an EMP detonator. I see. Was anyone talking about to Jackal when the blackout occurred? My question led to a moment of silence. Then, to my surprise, someone unexpected did something happen. Joey, who has always been silent, suddenly raised his arm and pointed straight at Raven. ... Joey, are you trying to tell us that Raven was talking to Jackal when the blackout occurred? Mm-hmm. Joey nodded. Everyone turned to look at Raven. Yeah, I was talking to her. So what? I felt someone flash by during the blackout. Must be the murderer, who probably also kidnapped Sora. Raven doesn't seem to be lying. Who knows whether you're making this up or not? I think you might be the one who killed Jackal, and the motive could be a dispute over your shares of the spoils. What did you say? She has nothing to do with the share because I know Raven. She has a big heart on Sora, and she care about Sora a lot. Hold on, Dr. Tesla. Raven is telling the truth. I also felt someone flash by while I was talking to Sora. Then Sora started to scream and then she was gone. And the next moment Raven came and seized me. I raised an eyebrow at Joey, who became chatty all of a sudden. There's something about this boy that enigmatically paradoxical. Raven and Joey Tatsumi suggest the murderer isn't one of the guests. Then was it really Grey Serpent who killed Jackal? But why? I was lost in thought. Suddenly a strange feeling started to encroach on my senses. Probably because the look on my face gave away my discomfort. Jocksham, who's right next to me, cast a surprise. Are you alright, Mr. Doyle? Wow, you're a tall man. The strange feeling gradually spread in me, as if it was taking over my body. Everything around me is also resenting. I couldn't even resist before I fell into a deep dream, in which I smelled a somehow nostalgic floral scent. Okay, I think this is the last one. We have one more, fragrant one. Wait, where are we? A ray of light slit the darkness. I realized that I had already woken up. Woke up? When did I fall asleep? This place. I remember I was in the hall of Welt's residence. My body feels unexpectedly heavy. To be more precise, it's immobile like a puppet with all the pulling string cut off. As I'm trapped in this eerie, uncanny state, she appeared. She looks misty and translucent like a spectre. Silly! Help! Help me! I will help you! I think I just heard her cry, but there was no voice, as if she is a shadow of a girl who should not be seen. No, we should help her. Help you. Who are you? Why are you in such a great pain? Yes, pain. Even though I can see the girl clearly, I still genuinely feel her pain. Help me! Help them! Them? Who are they? Help them! Stop talking! Just help her! Tell me! Dot. Rose is red. Is blue. Oh, I like that face. She is still murmuring some broken words, but I can feel her will just went through these radical changes all of a sudden. She is no longer calls for help. Instead, she became gloomy and resentful. I will not let you hinder us. What the fuck is that? Silly, you changed the mood. But damn, I should help her. This sudden fierce hostility sent shivers down my spine. I don't. I tried to resist the girl's attack, but my body is still immobile. Oh, you look troubled. The broken murmurs turned into a shrill, anguish cries. Bless me more. Guessing that you don't want to give in. But you are after the wrong prey with this time, silly. Oh, the fuck it. It turns invisible. Wow. She turns invisible. You saw that, right? Wow. Ow! Who dodged that? Ow. Whoo! Like that. Whoo! Hit this, silly. Doctor, doctor! A familiar voice rang in my ear. Then someone patted me on the shoulder, which pulled me back to reality. Huh? I woke up and saw who was worried look. I looked around and found that time has already hardly passed. What was that experience I just had? Suddenly I noticed that there's another person who also staring at me. Eh? An almost imperceptible smile flickered on Erin's face. Erin. I'm calling. I will call her Erin now, which reminded me of something. Oh, idol. Did I just have a dream? I think I did. I was unconsciously asleep. Yeah, that's the word. Then Rita, you have a lot of explaining to do. How did you get into my dream? A letter to Bronya. Dear Bronya, I know I just wrote you another letter 2 days ago, but I have so many things that I want to share with you. Yesterday, the leftover ground beef wasn't good to make patties, so I made meatballs instead. The new potatoes were hard. It took me a long time to mash them. They weren't as good as the ones you made. I think it's just because I didn't add rosemary, but Joey still ate them. I was hesitant at first, but I went to pick some rosemary anyway. I forgot to wear gloves and my finger got some sap. It was hard to wash off. I also made 2 sketches with the rosemary. I haven't been able to sleep for days, and Joey's been having nightmares. I think it's the side effect of the increased dosage. But the sachet made me feel better. The book is right. The scent of rosemary is soothing. Sachet. Okay. Or it would be because the smell of the sachet reminded me of you, my dear Bronya. Oh, it's Welt. As if you were still here with me. But I'm worried that sachet might not be helpful for long. I'll probably have to ask Dr. Jackal for some sleeping pills. It's easier to just take pills, although just have been telling me lately to take as little medicine as possible. Yeah, too much medicine will pollute your body. Medicines bring side effects, and then we take more medicine to counteract the side effects, and then it will also bring side effects, so we will more take medicines, so it will be useless. I used to question it too. Is it really treatment or some kind of vicious circle? But the reason why we are here is because we are ill, and we can get free treatment here. Sensei says people should get treatment when they are ill, and doctors will try everything to cure patients, while what patients should do is cooperate. Wait, is this Sora? It should say. She said sensei, and the only person who's calling someone sensei is Sora. Oh no. Now that Dr. Jackal has developed the medicine for our illness, we should just take it. No need to overthink. I know you've been having different opinions of the doctors lately, but we trust the River Sensei. He believes in the doctors, so I think we should too. Besides, I can't give up. I must hold on for Joey. His condition is the worst. I must be strong for him. Joey has been receiving special treatment, but every time he came back from the treatment, he'd fall into a deep, long sleep, and he's never been able to remember the details of the treatment. I shouldn't have told you this. I'm sorry. Anyway, don't forget to take your medicine, my dear Bronya. I look forward to hearing from you. Love, Silly. Oh no, it's Silly. Silly is not sick. There's another side of her. Okay, that's it. I will continue this when? This one. 4 days. Okay. I will see you in the next 4 days. Bye-bye.